So if you fumble and you're like, I want to do that again, go for it. So.
Welcome to Inside the Locker Room. I am here with Colgate men's ice hockey head coach, Mike Harder. We're going to talk a little bit about your coaching journey and how it's all come back to Colgate. You were an alumni of this program, but what made you want to become an ice hockey coach?
Oh, well, look, I've been in and out of Hamilton, New York and Colgate University since 1993. I was part of a great group early in Coach Vaughn's career. I think part of his first recruiting class. And he has a great coaching tree. You look at really good programs, like St. Lawrence is another one. There's just guys that come from those programs. They just want to coach. And Coach Vaughn did that for me. I loved the game before coming here. I had a strong passion for it, but he just kind of fed into that passion. And I've always thought I wanted to coach. I think maybe too, as a player who doesn't make it to the NHL, you're always coaching and you're sometimes blaming coaches and doing things like that for not achieving those dreams. But I just love it. Again, he instilled this passion for the game and I love it.
And as you've become a coach, you started as an assistant, now you're the head coach. What are some of the things you've learned from being on the bench for the first time as an assistant and working your way toward that head coach role?
Yeah, it's evolved and the game continues to evolve. That's what makes it so great. But I think it's about connecting with your guys. Like I try to make sure that I know what's going on in our players' lives. And I think being an alum helps. I know, who has the best beach party in the spring. I know where the best Halloween parties are. Like I get it, not that I go to them, but I get what our guys are going through. I understand the rigors of having to go to school and having that full-time job as a student, and then are trying to squeeze the most hockey out of you. So I think that's one part of it. The second part is knowing our players. Like the first thing I did was I made a trip across the country to visit each of our players. And that was important to see them face to face, to invite myself in for lunch or for dinner, and to connect with them and to know their parents and to know their parents' names and to know their dog's name. These are important things to build that trust. So a lot of coaches say, they want to be a player's coach. And I say that all the time too, but what does that mean? I don't know. I think for us here at Colgate, we're a small institution. It means like connecting and knowing what your guys are going through.
And then my last question for you, Coach. When you see how this conference has evolved, it's constantly evolving. You've seen it for so many years now yourself. What is the best part about being able to mentor this particular roster you've put together and take them through, the ups and downs of a hockey season?
Yeah, we sometimes forget, I think, as coaches, that it's not all about the results on the ice, right? We're mentoring young men here at Colgate and at other universities too. We hope that they'll be great alums. We hope they'll be great humans and make the world a better place. The conference is great and every game is huge. I think we dropped 8 spots because we had a rough weekend and, everything's just so tight. Right now, I think we're sitting in third. We're going for the top 4, but I love the parity. It's just great. And I love the rinks. I love the history. I love our league. I love that we produce NHL players, but at the same time, we have really great students. It's the perfect mixture, and it's what college hockey should be.
Thank you so much for